I'm here with Hamilton coach Phil Koina. And Phil, what did you think of the performance this afternoon?
We were better than last week, but we're still a bit scratchy. We just, since the week off, we just haven't really hit our stride. No apparent reason. We just lacking opportunities, or not scoring opportunities, more the point. And it's just a little bit disappointing at the moment. But we'll just have to keep working at it. And 5 weeks to go. We'll just have to maintain what we're doing at training and improve every week.
Was it good to get a draw this week, even though you didn't get the win? But was it good to get a draw this week after the loss, just to get a little bit of confidence back?
Yeah, look, we're bitterly disappointed in our Edgeworth's performance last week, especially in the first half. We thought we'd bounce back today, and we did to a certain extent. So they're the defending premiers, grand final winners from last year. They're right behind us in the table. So in all honesty, probably a draw is a reasonable outcome today.
Well, you look at one of those games and you say it wasn't the most exciting to watch, but then again, you look from an optimist point of view, and the defence from both sides was pretty good, as well as the goalkeeping. Yeah,
it was. Look, Brad stopped some good goals, and we squandered a couple of chances. Probably our biggest issue with a draw today and losing ground to Edgeworth tomorrow is that we've had opportunities after opportunities this year, especially against Adamstown on 2 occasions. We haven't taken them, and we find ourselves sitting in second spot, and probably a little bit further behind Edgeworth now. So,
what do you put it down to since you've had that break after the game against Magic? You won it 2-0. Everything was looking good. Had the 2-week break. What's been the difference in coming out of that and sort of struggling?
Oh, look, I'm not a great believer in having a week off. I think when you're a player, to have a week off was always difficult to get back in the swing of things. We've come back against Adamstown. We probably should have won Adamstown's game, but we didn't, which didn't put us in good preparation for Edgeworth. And then we copped a bit of a kicking last week. And then today, I get a reasonably good quality side, and we've had to battle again today. So we probably just need to concentrate a little bit more, especially around the box and finishing the chances we get given.
Normally, the only time you have breaks in a season is at the end of the season. So do you think that's sort of, in terms of players psychologically, just thinking, it was a break time, and normally it only happens at the end of the season?
Oh, look, absolutely. In the past couple of seasons, breaks have not been good to us. And even the 2 years ago, we had a break before the grand final, and we got overrun in the grand final. Breaks are not good for most clubs. They like to play on a week-to-week basis. Having a week off is just like starting the season again sometimes. So you have the week off. You give the guys a week off. They take the advantage of having a bit of an easy week, but sometimes it's hard to switch back into gear, and that's the case for us.
Well, I think that's a good thing with the final series this year. There's no break, so the 4 sides go through. You play the first and second leg, and then the grand final the week after. So that's probably a positive move.
Absolutely. Anybody who makes the grand final should be in form, and obviously they were the best 2 teams from the previous week. So I think the format's, even though unusual, they keep chopping and changing it. The format's it gives teams that are in form the opportunity to have a good crack at the grand final.
Now, Matt Swan had a head clash. That looked pretty sickening. There was a lot of blood coming out there. Were there any other injuries, and how's Matt?
He's okay. He's obviously lost a lot of blood. It's a cut, but it's more of a graze type cut, so he probably doesn't even need stitches. It was just a lot of blood. So and just no other real injuries out of today. So we've got a few guys that have been suffering with the flu or whatever's going around, which in cold weather is not great. But other than that, we haven't got any serious injuries, and Swanee should be right for next week.
Well, thanks for that, Phil, and good luck until we see you next in a few weeks' time.
Okay, thanks for that. Right up.
Thanks, Phil.